political formations, caste organizations and political formations. That is how caste system shapes the Indian politics. How caste system influence the Indian political system we will discuss here. That first we'll know what is caste. That caste can be defined as an hereditary endogamous groups. Means it is hereditary. Means jar parents बापा जो कास्ट होई थांते छुआ तार सेई कास्ट नहीं थाए. So it is hereditary endogamous group having a common name, and the common traditional occupations, common culture, and relative rigidity in matters of the mobility. It has relative mobility in rigidity. जेमति कि कास्ट चेंज एते माने हेई पारे नाही. जे जो कास्ट हेई थाई सेही कास्ट तार कंटिन्यू थाई. So it's a rigidity in the matters of the mobility and the disinvestiveness of the status and forming a single homogeneous community. So this caste is derived from the Spanish and the Portuguese word that is casta, C-A-S-T-A, casta. This means lineages or race or groups having hereditary quality. So Indian caste system is considered as a closed system with the stratification. क्लोज सिस्टम कहले कोन जने गोटे कास्ट चेंज करि पारिबो नाही कि कन्वर्ट होई पारिबो नाही. कास्ट सिस्टम रो रिजिडिटी ए जगह रे अछि. सो इंडियन कास्ट सिस्टम इज कंसीडर्ड ए क्लोज सिस्टम ऑफ द स्ट्रैटिफिकेशन and this means that the person of the social status is obliged to which caste as he or she was born. So Indian caste system is a classification of the people into four hierarchically ranked occupational groups. जेमति कि हमर वर्ण ताको हम वर्ण कहिबा. So in this varna the brahmanas माने they are placed at the top position and they are usually the priest and the scholars. Okay, so they are ranked at the top most position. Then next le kshatriyas. Who are the kshatriyas? Kshatriyas are the political rulers. They are considered as the soldiers. They are the warrior groups of the people. Then they placed at the second position. Then they are followed by the Vaishyas. The Vaishyas are the merchants. And the fourth varna, they are the Sudras, who usually they are the laborers, the peasants, the artisans, and the servants. So outside the system of the varna system, there existed social caste who were considered as the untouchable classes of the society. So each varna includes within the several caste and the subcaste. Varna bhitar be different about the caste or subcaste rahithai. So all these are about the Indian caste system. So from the reform movement, in the 19th century, different about the reform movement, our society re dekha jaitila jemti ki different about socio-religious movement. They included the Brahmo Samaj. The Arya Samaj. They represents the Brahmo Samaj, the Ramakrishna missions movement. Then the Theosophical Society, etc. All these are socio-religious movement, and they try to reform the Indian societies from different type of the untouchable practices. So the protest movement included the Satyasodhak Samaj movement, which are led by Jyotirao Phule in the Pune. The non-Brahmin movement led by E.V. Ramaswamy Nayakar, that is, they are known as the Periyars in the Madras, and the untouchability movement led by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi. And after that, in the post-independence periods, due to urbanization, due to industrialization and the spread of the education, socio-economic reforms and westernization, and spartan mobility and the growth of the market economy, all these are responsible and different due to different type of implementation of the different type of the constitutional provisions, such as fundamental rights, the directive principle of the state policies, also contributed the transformation of the caste system. Now different about the intercaste marriages भी करा जाउची माने constitutionally सेटा सम्मत अटे. So especially the educated, the education made people liberal. The educated people माने liberal idea को follow करबा ପାଇଁ चेष्टा करूछन्ती और से liberal idea रे अनुप्राणित होकि चढ़िबा को चेष्टा करूछन्ती, and this education made the people broad minded and rational and democratic, and all these factors led to the reduction of the rules related to the caste system, and here all these are consequently facilitated to the closure contract and collaboration between the different caste, and the caste no longer restrict the individual freedom. It does not determine the occupational careers of an individual. Then intercaste social relations have increased in the modern period. So the emergence of the caste system ta केमती हिसाब रे emergence हे आसीची from the society, जेमती जाको कहा जाय कि जो person जो काम कला ताकू से caste ता दिया गला. So here caste and the democratic political system, they signify the opposite value system. Caste is a hierarchical in which the status of an individual in the social system is determined by birth. ये जो कास्ट रे जन्म होइति से कास्ट रे से रहइबो, इति क्लोज सिस्टम ता चेंज करबार डिफिकल्ट होई थाय. सो democratic political system here supports freedom of an individual and equality of the status, in which emphasis that no one is above the rules of the law. Everybody are equals in the eyes of the law. So following the introduction of the democratic institutions as per the Indian Constitution, the Indian society has changed a considerable extent here, and this has been reflected the change in the nature of the politics. Here, Rajni Kothari, in his book The Caste in the Indian Politics, he argues that in Indian politicization of the caste has taken place. India politicization of the caste has. So caste and the politics entered, and here they made a close relationship which has changed both the structure. Consequently, there is secularization of the caste has taken place. Secularization of the caste has taken place. So, secularization of the caste. What is secularization of the caste? Secularization of the caste here denotes that the caste role is not confined to its traditional and defined by the principles of the purity and the impurity. The traditional role that जो प्यूरिटी एंड इम्प्यूरिटी कास्ट सिस्टम ता पर्यवेक्षित हेगथिला नाउ द सेकुलाराइजेशन ऑफ द कास्ट प्रिंसिपल सेही जिंसटा छुआ अछुआ सेही जिंसटा एबे दूर हे पारिति. सो इट हेल्प्स इन द मोबिलाइजेशन ऑफ द कास्ट फॉर सेकुलर इंटरेस्ट such as the power and the employment. So secularization of the caste has helped in the formation of the inter-caste alliances and inter-caste coalitions. So caste is assuming new role. There are setting up their organization known as caste association. Because of the caste association पूरा कभी अच्छी जाति सभा. So they raise issues of respective caste, social, economics, and the political issues. they तांकर issue ଉପରେ different caste issue ଉପରେ तांकर issue गुड़ाक raise करिथांती and one type of the group. And here political issues ଉପରେ भी ସେମାନେ जेंति कि को से कास्ट ग्रुप गुड़ाक कहा को वोट देबे से मान भी निजे निजे तांकर कन्फ्यूजन रे पहुंची थांती. So caste association here make representations to the government demanding educational facilities and land ownership and its distributions and the government job, etc. They raise issues concerning their caste by submitting memoranda to the government and they also organize public meetings. Their caste articulates their interest by forming caste or organization. There are two kinds of the organization. First, caste association and the caste federations. In order to pursue their interest, in order to fulfill their demands, they or claims for the representations of the government demanding educational facilities, land ownership and distributions, and the government jobs. The caste member, they are also here social mobility. Caste have established their organization. That is, in order to pursue their interest and social mobility, caste have established different type of the organizations. So origins of the caste organization can be traced from the pre-independence period ru caste system re jo different organization they are forming and place their demands upon the government ei sabu system guda ko pre-independence period ru chali asuchi. So, in the initial stage, the caste organization largely concerned themselves with the idea of the giving a representation of the voice to the marginalized sections of the society. However, the advancements of the liberal democracies and the expansion of the adult franchise principles, that is universal adult franchise, their aim began to change with the rise in the demands of their representation in the administrative, educational, and the political sphere. ଏ ସବୁ ସ୍ପେୟାର ତାଙ୍କର ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ କେମିତି କରି ବଢୁ ସେ ଉପରେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ଡିମାଣ୍ଡସ ଟା ଚଳେଇଛନ୍ତି ଡିମାଣ୍ଡସ କରି ଚାଲିଛନ୍ତି. So however it is that is caste association in the modern period, it is the capacities to organize the politically illiterate mass electorate. What is the caste association? Caste association, through the caste associations, the people have to organize the politically illiterate mass electorate. Thus, here making possible in some measures the realization of its aspiration and educating the large sections of the people in its methods and values of the political democracy. And into these strategies strengthens the bargaining positions in the political system. ଯେମିତି different of the caste group, different of the demands ଯାକ government ମାନେ represents କରୁଛନ୍ତି. and ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର pressure use କରିକରି ତାଙ୍କ demands ଯାକ government ପାଖରେ ମାନେ present କରୁଛନ୍ତି, though it is an group issue, then it can be fulfilled by government. So this strategy and political party ପାଖରେ ବି ସେମାନେ ଏଇ ସବୁ demands ଯାକ ତାଙ୍କର present କରିବେ. ସେମାନେ ଯଦି ତାଙ୍କର demands and wishes ଟାକୁ fulfill କରିବେ, they can cast their votes to them also. So this strategy strengthen their bargaining positions in the political system in terms of demanding increase in the power structures and getting their demands accepted. Okay. So each other caste organization have relationship with the political parties. Political parties with the caste organization relations often different type of the activities and the programs of the caste and the parties associated with the Dalit. Okay. So during elections, several caste organizations hold their panchayat. Different type of meetings and they decide to which parties they would support in elections. Who party को ସେମାନେ elections रे vote देबे से पर ସେମାନେ decides କରିଥାନ୍ତି. So generally they resolve to support such parties which would address their issue. जो ମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର demands गुडा को fulfill करिवो तांकर issue गुडा को satisfy करिवो ସେମାନେ सेही party को vote देबा ପାଇଁ decide କରିଥାନ୍ତି. This includes generally the caste specific issues. So here there are three consequences. There are three types of the consequences. They are arrived through the interactions between the different associations and the political parties. One, it increased the political participation in the various castes. That द्वारा political participation टा बढ़ी थाए. And two, secondly, it also divided the caste support among the various political parties, diluting the rigidity of the caste system. Caste system भी प्रभेद भी आनी पारी थाए कारण समस्त गोटे इश्यू सब माने राजी हेबे गोटे कास्ट रो सब पीपल गुडा गोटे इश्यू रे राजी हेबे बोलकर कोनोसी सर्टेनिटी न थाए. So it also divided a caste support among the various parties, diluting the rigidity of the caste system. And thirdly, numerically the large caste, that is the Dalits and the OBCs, they get more representation in the decision making bodies than the highest caste. So here this weakened the dominance of the latter in the politics and made it more inclusive. या पर्यंत काହାର କିଛି doubts ଅଛି କି you can ask?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Now we'll read different type of the issues raised by caste organization. उनको issue गुड़ा को different type of the caste organization गुड़ा को raised करिथान. We will discuss it. So different type of the issues raised by the different of the caste or organizations. The around the rigidity and around their dignity and self-respect and the human rights, redistributive justice through their share of the employment opportunities and resources, then political representation and internal problems in the caste. ତାଙ୍କ ନିଜ ନିଜ କାହାର କଣ କିଛି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଅଛି ସେ ଉପରେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଗୁଡାକ ରେଷ୍ଟ କରିଥାନ୍ତି okay ଯେମିତି କି ଦଲିତ୍ସ and the OBC sections. Dalits and the OBC or organization of the caste, they attempt to defend the existing reservations in public institutions and demands its extensions to the private sectors. And several high caste or organizations are also demanding extension of the reservations to them. That is in response to them, 124th constitutional amendment that it sought to record 10% of the reservations to the economically backward classes, including the higher caste of the people. That according to the Rudlow and Rudlow, the caste association playing a democratic role. It is playing a democratic role by empowering the caste. So although all kinds of the caste, that is higher caste, including the lower caste, that is Dalits, the OBCs, all have formed different type of the associations and caste organization of the Dalits and the backward classes all play more empowering role in the sense that they empowering the caste which traditionally suffered caste-based humiliations and discrimination. जो people माने caste-based humiliations or discrimination faced conditions माने ताको demands को face करी पारिबे on the basis of the humanitarian ground, that is untouchability issue taku our constitution ro durai diye article 17 which is there is evolution of the untouchability. That is caste organizations not only settle internal disputes of the caste such as family feuds, expenses in the marriages. They also mobilize the caste to participate in the elections and non-electoral mobilizations. By taking into involving the different, that is self-respect, caste-based violence, including the harassment, खाली भल जिनस नहीं खराब जिनस गुड़ा खोची भी जिनती कि caste-based violence गुड़ा को खोची आस्ती, then including harassment, physical assaults to the untouchability, that is etc. and reservations in the public institution, caste organization, especially those of the Dalits and the backward classes, they take up human rights issues. These are human rights issues that because the United Nations human rights definition, according to the United Nations human rights definitions, that all rights which individual deserves by the fact of being humans are human rights. So caste organization also facilitate the members of their caste who perform well examinations, that is sports or any other activities. They organize different type of the functions to organize for the honors of such individuals, especially the students. Especially the several Dalit organizations names after the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and spreads the ideas and the ideologies of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar by organizing different type of the social and the cultural functions. Then caste formations discuss. Change in the nature of the caste, that is the nature of the caste or change hela तो there is dilutions of the caste rigidity. तार caste रो rigidity रे dilute आस्ता, तार purity रे किछि impurity आस्ता. So ए जगह रे the dilution of the caste rigidity bound by ritual norms known as secularization of the caste here made it possible for different caste to make political alliances. Different type of the caste माने भी different type of political alliances करते हैं. खाली गोटे caste भितर जो political alliances होता रहता है नो विभिन्न type of the caste alliances माने different अन्य caste of people मान कर सकते हैं भी से माने तो caste alliances form करूँचंती. So such alliances can be termed as caste formations. The caste which for such formations may belong to the different social rankings, but their secular interest spheres in the political powers, economic opportunities of the social justice. Then different of the Dalit organization, OBC organization, they try to motivate and they try to fulfill their own issues, caste related issues. That is, so they motivate the different about the organizations to make justice for them. That caste organization are of two types. Caste organization two types ଅଛି ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି single caste organization or the caste association or alliances of the several caste association known as caste federations. ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି caste federation, but the caste alliances are not always through the caste organization. They can be made without the caste organization as well. So associations, maybe caste association may be part of such formation just by dint of the fact that they are organization of the caste, which makes caste formations. ଏମିତିକି often different type of the caste formation are made with reference to the electoral politics. Electoral politics ଆଖି ଆଗରେ ରଖିକରି different type of the caste ଗୁଡାକ formation ବି ହେଇଥାଏ. The purpose of winning the elections ରେ ବେଶୀ vote ପାଇବା ପାଇଁ, the purpose of the winning the election, various caste form different type of the formations. It is important here to note that there are the political parties they wanting to get supports of the different caste are involved in encouraging the formation of the caste, form different type of the caste federations. So in the academic and the popular parlance, the caste formations are addressed in the abbreviated form, so with the acronym by the first name of the caste to which they belong. The caste formation included the politics in India, that is from the post-independence periods. Here, there are some instances of the caste formation, that is the reasons for making them, the acronyms by which they are known. That is, ଆମେ ଜାଗାରେ ଦୁଇଟା examples ନେବା, two examples of the caste formation during the pre-independence period, relevant to the one formation of the Triveni Singh in the Bihar in 1930s, and to Asgar as an acronym that is around the same time in the Punjab, which constitutes the Haryana and the Punjab as they exist these days. Then Asgar stood for the caste which constituted it. That A for Ahir, J for Jat, G for Gujars, and R for Rajput. ଏଟା ମାନେ ହେଲେ ଅଜଗର କାଷ୍ଟ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଷ୍ଟେଜ ଅଫ ଫର୍ମେସନ. ତ ଏମିତି ଟାଇପ ର କାଷ୍ଟ ଫର୍ମେସନ ଗୁଡାକ ଚାଲିଛି, ଯେମିତି କି it also opposed by the Chotu Ram, a former leader of the Punjab. Although this caste belong to the middle and the high caste ranking order, एमाने middle and the high caste ranking order people ମାନଙ୍କୁ ନେଇକି caste formation ହଉଛି, that they shared a common economic problem of their communities and enabling to form their alliances. The post-independence period also, that is in the period of the 1960s and the 70s, the multiple caste alliances, that is Ajgar, used by the Charan Singh to challenge the monopoly of the Indian National Congress in the national as well as the regional politics. So the alphabet Asgar here stood for the Ahirs, Jat, Gujars, and the Rajput, respectively. By mobilizing the support of the Asgar, Charan Singh led party, the Bharatiya Kranti Dal in the electoral politics, they posed a formidable challenges to the dominance of the Congress in the North India. So these combinations enabled Charan Singh to become the first non-Congress minister of the Uttar Pradesh in year 1967. So ई जगारे आमे देखिबा caste formation is the caste alliances of the sub-Italian caste, that is lower caste, that is the Dalits and the OBCs, BAMCEF and DS4. BAMCF, that it stood for B stood for backward, backward and minority classes employee federation. BAMCEF is one type of the caste federation among the Dalits and the OBCs, and DS4 it stood for the Dalits and the 4-time English alphabets S or Dalit Sohit Samaj Sangharsh Samiti. This type of the organization are formed by Kansiram. He founded the PMCF in the year 1978. He broadened the scope of the PMCF to include the disadvantaged groups. disadvantaged group include caste federations, that is backward classes could be, and scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and other religious minorities groups, including the employee of the every level hierarchy and all form, all hierarchy, and from the different states. So, following the Ambedkar teaching, the DS4 group, DS4 group, that is Dalit and four-time English alphabet S, that is Dalit Sohit Samaj Sangharsh Samiti. It always launched English publications, that is the oppressed Indian. They launched the oppressed Indian. Through this organ, the Consiram launched a campaign to spread the message of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar for the oppressed sections to educate, organize, and educate or agitate to order to gain social equality and dignity and self-respect of these sections of the people. In the year 1984, Kansiram, he founded a political party, that is BSP, Bahujan Samaj Party. The BSP here emerged as a strong political party in North India, especially in Uttar Pradesh, where its leader is Mayawati, become the chief ministers of the UP four times. And indeed, emergence of the caste formations is a continuous process according to the needs of the times. That is, new formation emerge in which different about the formation गुड़ाक emerge भी है, different about the organization गुड़ाक disappear भी है at the same time again new formation में appear. And roles of the caste in the electoral politics. Electoral politics रे caste रो role टा करो. The caste plays the most important role in the electoral politics. Caste टा electoral politics रे माने party ticket पाइबा ठु आरंभ करी. ଯେମିତି ପଲିଟିକାଲ ପାର୍ଟି ଗୁଡାକ କାଷ୍ଟ ଫେଡେରେସନ ଗୁଡାକ ଆମେ ଏବେ ପଢିଲା ସେ କାଷ୍ଟ ଫେଡେରେସନ ଗୁଡାକର ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ ଗୁଡାକ କୋଉ କାଷ୍ଟ କୋଉ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ପାର୍ଟି ଗୁଡାକ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାଏ କରୁଛି ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଭୋଟ ଗୁଡାକ ସେମାନେ ପାଇପାରିବେ ତ here in the Indian politics the caste plays a most important role in determining the voting behavior of the people. Here the increasing consciousness of the caste affiliations and the rise of the caste group organize and transform the continents and the continents of the minds of the Indian political system. With the introduction of the universal adult size that all peoples, irrespective of caste, color, sex, and the creeds, after attaining the 18 years of the age, they can cast the votes in the elections. They are free to cast their votes in elections. It is universal adult size, and here different about the social groups of the people money, and they are also participated in the elections and they try for the political mobilization. It is caste profiles of the elected representatives or the considers of the caste in the distribution of the tickets and the tickets by time repeat your caste important roles that distribution of the tickets by the parties to contest elections and the leaders of the political party. Second, they also act as the support base of the caste political parties. Their first dimension shows the inclusion of the caste in the parties and the legislative bodies. Second dimension is indicative to the roles of the caste in determining the electoral success. Here, the second aspect, it also explains the relative weightage or weight of the caste and other issues such as the employment, health, education, governance in the electoral politics. So, in this aspect, caste has been a major factor in determining the political strategies to mobilize supports of the various castes. Although all kinds of the factors influence voters' decisions to support the political parties, here supports the political parties, caste also is one of them. That is, for example, Dalits form the substantial support base of the BSP, that is Bahujan Samaj Party. Till 1980s, the Congress party and support base in North India considered, that is largely considered of the Dalit, the backward class and the higher caste. So here in this context, Rajni Kothari, he underscores the elite casteism in the politics. କଣ କହି ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ଏମିତି casteism in the politics ଟା ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ଅଛି and it thus no more or no less than the politicization of the caste. In other words, it is not politics that gets impacted by caste, it is the caste that gets politicized. So caste is one of the most important aspects of the social and the political life in India. As a social institution, the caste is a social institution. It is strongly entrenched, and despite the modernization trends in the India as a result of the urbanizations and the improvements of the communications and the development of the secular education of the caste factor persists. Although caste has undergone many changes, it has become a factor of the ranked one with the politics. And no political parties ignore it. Only political parties caste को ignore करी तांकर एजेंडा को पढ़ी पारिबे ना. So caste plays a much more important roles in electoral politics in India. So role of the caste in the non-electoral politics, हमें पे देखला role of the caste in the electoral politics. Then non-electoral politics रे caste रो role टा कोन? The caste system is here its attempt to adjust itself to the changed conditions of the life, has tried to reformulate itself in a new role due to industrialization and urbanization and other factors such as westernization, reorganization of the Indian state, spreads of the education, different about the social religious reform, and the spectacles and the occupational mobility and the growth of the market economy have greatly affected the caste system in India. Changes in the role of the caste must also be understood in the light of the influence of these factors. As here discussed in the previous section, the caste plays a crucial role in the politics of our country. It is also true that caste plays a most important role in the non-political sphere. That is, it is expected that the spread of the education would make people liberal. देखिए एजुकेशन टा स्प्रेड हेबालु पीपल माने लिबरल प्रिंसिपल अनुप्राणित होउछंती and make the people liberal and the broad minded and rational and democratic. So hence the growing literacy rate in India, caste mindedness and the casteism टा टिके नेरो हेबाकु बसिति in the present period. However, rising literacy has resulted in the increasing caste consciousness of the members of the caste community. And this has resulted in that every caste wanting to safeguard their interest, which has been accomplished by organizing themselves as unions of the pressure group. These groups mainly caters to the issues of the educational, medical, and the religious needs of their members. देखि तांकर रिलीजियस निष्ठा कोन तांकर एजुकेशनल निष्ठा कोन तांकर डिफरेंट ऑफ द मेडिकल फैसिलिटी स्कूलिंग फैसिलिटी ए इशू गुडा को भी से माने प्रेजेंट करि थांती जेंति कि रीडिंग रूम लाइब्रेरीज धर्मशाला टेंपल्स एंड सो This caste-based organization also, they are trying to project leadership of some of their members to serve their spokesmen. Caste organizations are increasing and are making very attempt to obtain the loyalty of their members and to strengthen the caste identity and solidarity. So, caste पंचायत गुड़ाक फॉर्म करा जाउची कास्ट पंचायत गुड़ाक फॉर्म करा जाउची से कास्ट पंचायत गुड़ाक जो थिला तांकर एबे एते मात्रा रे तांकर रोल टा आउ स्ट्रांग हेगरी नाही कास्ट पंचायत एते मात्रा रे आउ करूनी इन द डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस of the people that is caste organization. Some of these organizations have their own written constitution. Apart from this, एते मते डिटरमाइन न करले भी तांको रोल टा सही कास्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गुडा को कास्ट पंचायत गुडा को जेंति कि तमे ऑनर किलिंग इशूटा जेने कि ऑनर किलिंग इशू पर जेंति कि some of these organizations have their own written constitutions and they managing communities through which they try to preserve some of the caste rules and the party. Here, so this type of the caste organization runs their own paper that is different of the periodicals, bulletins that is different মানে লেখুଛନ୍ତି different of the writings in different type of the journals, magazines through which they regularly feed information to the members that is regarding the activities of the caste organization and the achievements of the caste members. So there are several attempts which have made to increase the caste integrations through the establishment of the caste-based trust and the trust unit. These trust arrange annual gatherings, that is get-togethers, annual dinners, occupational festivals, and the celebrations. They also offers different type of the scholarship programs to the poor students of the caste, and some of them run their schools, colleges, hotels, maternity homes of the caste members. So these organizations are making efforts to improve the economic conditions of the caste members by establishing cooperative credit and different about the industrial societies. All are non-political rules of the caste. Now unit second, that is caste and the politics. That ए जगह रे ए यूनिट रे हम डिस्कस करबा माने caste and the its roles in the politics. The scope of the caste and the politics, it covers various issues concerning different of the caste and the institutions that mobilize them. These institutions include caste organizations and the political parties. Here the main issue here covered in the caste politics are relations of the subordinations and the dominance between the caste and the subcaste violence. That is reservation in the public institutions for the job, social welfare schemes, social and the cultural recognitions, self-respect, human rights, and the social justice which arise pollution. So at the centers of the conflicts and the competitions among the caste is a quest for getting shares in the power structures. The competitions among the caste virtually becomes competitions among the political parties. And political conflicts and the competition among the caste to get powers in this field. So political parties here devise strategies to mobilize caste to win in elections. ସେମାନେ different of the issues गुड़ाक नेकरी mobilize करथांते through which they can win in elections. And thus they are in the power through representation in the institutions of the politics can result in the empowerment of the caste. Your dossier can be achieved by the representatives of the caste in the political institution, especially in the Vidhan Sabha, Lok Sabha, or local institution, and in different about the educational and administrative structures. It also possible through policies meant for welfare of the different communities. Here, the relationship between the caste and the politics is about share of the caste. Broadly, the scope of the caste and the politics here includes the mobilization of the caste by different type of the political parties in electoral and non-electoral politics. Here, it also involves the mobilization of the caste by caste organization. Different of the caste organization गुड़ा कोची, सेमाने caste politics, सेमाने politics को केमती हिसाब रे mobilize करूचंती. That is, since India has a federal political structures, The relationship between the caste and the politics can be viewed at different levels in the structure. The institution of the local self-government, the Panchayat Raj institution and the urban local governments, the Vidhan Sabha selection and the state levels and the Lok Sabhas at the national levels. Here, all this, there is the roles of the caste role ta politics re ame kebe bhi dekha kari pariba nahi. So issues in the caste politics, different about the examples guda ko ame jaga re discuss kariba. So reservation issue re reservation kotha to jani caste jete bela asu reservation ta ame prathame first issue with the caste politics in India. That is, reservation are a device to provide. What is reservation? It is a device to provide jobs in the public institution and reservation in the political institution to various marginalized sections of the society. That is, SC man ko diya jauchi, ST and OBC women and the other empowered section, other weaker sections of the society. That is come under the affirmative action programs of the state. Affirmative action programs पहले बुझा जाए जे special provisions should be provided for the weaker sections of the society. And in this unit, we will focus on the political dimensions of the reservation in relation to only one of the several marginalized groups, that is the caste in India. Caste which form the scheduled caste and the other backward caste, they have entitled for the reservation in the public institutions, that is SC, for jobs, admissions to the educational institution, legislative bodies, and institution of the local self-government. So OBC for the jobs in the public institution, reservation of the admission to the educational institutions, and institution in the local self-governments and the panchayat and the municipalities. SC, ST man reservation अछि in the Lok Sabha, in the parliamentary and the legislative assembly. So OBC man reservation ta job kshetra re अछि and admissions to the educational institution re अछि. So the issues of the reservation is enabled with the caste politics. Different castes are involved in the politics of the reservation. So caste which are excluded from the reservation either demand reservation to them. Abolition of the caste, that reservation or exclusion of the certain caste from the category entitled for reservation here. So the caste entitled for the reservation want to retain the provision of the reservation to them. Since the categories of the ST and the OBC considered various castes which have different values of the social, educational, and the economic achievement, some caste among them feel that they have not benefited from the reservation. Different the casteମାନେ caste based reservation ରୁ ଠିକ ଭାବରେ ତାଙ୍କର benefit ଟା ପାଇ ପାରୁ ନାହାନ୍ତି in the modern period. So they argue that benefits of the reservation mostly go to the better of sections among the reserved sections of the caste. For example, the most of the backward caste in the Uttar Pradesh, they demand that the reservation quota of the OBCs should be subdivided so that the advantages of the reservation is given to them. That is, it does not disproportionately go to the dominant sections of the OBC caste. So in this way, OBC reservation ta jemti tar upare भी different about the issue. Mandal commission तांकर report देला परे different about the issue गुडा को Indian scenario देखना को पाइथिले. तो ये जगह रे creamy layer issue, creamy layer OBC सेक्टर creamy layer मान को reservation ता दिया जाए ना. जो माने non creamy layer रे अछंती यार parents तो income ता fix करा जाय जो levels of the income से levels of the income যদি কম রহিব, they are considered as the non-creamy layer sections of the society, and obviously say non-creamy layer sections of the people reservation benefit hochi. So here differences among the supporters and the opponents of the reservation have on several occasions led to the agitations and the counter agitation. Kete support koruchanti reservation ko, kete reservation ko oppose koruchanti. So different about the agitations guda ko भी आमे सोसाइटी देखबा को पाउछु जेमति violent clashes between the caste supporting and the opposing or destructions of the public property, the agitation against the implementation of the Mandal Commission reports भी जगह रे हेतिला. So here different about the political issues are organizing in the डे टू डे पीरियड जेमती कि अपर एंड हाई कास्ट fell upper and the high caste fell the upper and the high caste fell deprived. The upper and the high caste fell deprived because of the decline in the traditional social status and they insecure due to the entry of the lower caste in the middle class. So anti-reservations were backed by the capacities and they had supporters in the administrations and the media. ଯେମିତି କି different about the violence ଗୁଡାକ ହେଲା different about the issues ଗୁଡାକ society ରେ arise ହେଲା reservation support ରେ reservation opposite. So different about the violence involving the caste and the politics is generally related to the caste based discriminations that include the exploitation of the women, economic exploitation, access to the water, celebration of the Ambedkar Jayanti, birthday and election, etc. So there are examples of the different states in India where the low caste becomes the victims because of the unequal social status and economic inequalities. In Bihar, caste-based organizations of several caste, the Sena, caste armies emerged during the late 1970s. In Bihar, a caste-based organization of the several caste, the Senas, caste armies, they emerged during the late 1970s and the 80s. These were involved in the caste dispute, which often turned violent. Such violence was emerged from the public on the ownership of the land, among other issues between the Dalits and the OBCs, such as Kurmis and the Yadavs, the Dalits, and higher castes such as the Bhumiyars in Bihar. It is caste symbolism and the politics. Caste symbols, that is the caste icons, historical figures, mythologies are important tools of the caste mobilizations. Recognition of the caste symbolism that gives a sense of the self-confidence to the caste associated with such symbols. Here, four political regimes led by Mayawati, that is Chief Minister in the Uttar Pradesh at different times between 1995 to 2012, that underline the importance of the caste symbols and the mobilization of the such symbols by her party, that is Bahujan Samaj Party, are examples of the caste symbols of the politics. So here the Mayawati government identified several villages as Ambedkar villages. These villages have substantial Dalit populations and Western Dalit population achanti. Here she introduced several policies for the welfare of the Dalit sections in these villages as well as for development of such villagers. Her government also constructed Ambedkar Park in Lucknow and several monuments of the honors and symbols and icons relating to the low caste and social emancipations of the lower section of the people. And the government also created several new districts in the names of such sense that is renamed as old several districts. All these are about the caste and the politics. Any doubts, any queries, please ask. Any doubts, students?
Police reservation
कह
कास्ट रिजर्वेशन ला मैम बुझेलानी
कास्ट बुझेलानी
रिजर्वेशन तारो
रिजर्वेशन टा कोई इश्यू ऊपर बुझेलानी माने ओबीसी ऊपर रिजर्वेशन ऊपर सुनो रिजर्वेशन ऊपर जाने था रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी जेते बेले हमर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन टा माने एनफोर्स होला परे रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी टा हमर माने 10 वर्ष पई दिया जिबा पई से टाइम रे डिसीजन हितला आ 10 वर्ष परे तांकर जति कास्ट रे तांकर कास्ट इंप्रूव जदी करी गले से रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी स्टॉप हेबा पई एजेंडा थिला बुझी पारलो तो जेतु 10 वर्ष परे हेलो सुना जाउची
ଆଜ୍ଞା
10
ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
ବର୍ଷ ପରେ କିନ୍ତୁ କୋ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से इशूटाକୁ हटेइबो जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से इशूटाକୁ हटेइबो से आ भोट पाइबो की रिजर्वेशन बोलेटा जो 10 वर्ष पय लागू करा जायथिला से इशूटा जदि 10 वर्ष ପରେ को पॉलिटिकल पार्टी हटेइबा बे राजी हबो जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से रिजर्वेशन इशूटा हटेइबो से ताकू आ सेही कास्ट बेस्ड पीपल माने तांको वोट देबे कि नेक्स्ट इलेक्शन टाइम रे
ନା
देबे सेटा 10 वर्ष पर्यंत एक्सटेंड हेकरी एबो पय चालीची कास्ट बेस्ड रिजर्वेशन ता केही आ से पॉलिटिकल पार्टी हटेबा पय चाहू ना बुझि परलो
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
ଏବେ ବି रिजर्वेशन ଟା ହେଇକରି ଅଛି रिजर्वेशन फॉर द एससी एसटी एंड ओबीसी रिजर्वेशन टा सेटा अलगा है ओबीसी मान रिजर्वेशन टा को जगह रहची एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन एंड जॉब क्षेत्र रे माने कास्ट बेस्ड रिजर्वेशन
ମୋର ଟିକେ ଡାଉଟ୍
पॉलिटिकल
ଥିଲା ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
पार्टी हां कह
ମୋର ମ୍ୟାମ୍ କାଷ୍ଟ ପେପର ନଥିଲା ଯୋଉ ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିକାଲ
इलेक्टोरल
ସେଇଟା ମତେ
पॉलिटिक्स
ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରାଲ ଆଉ ନନ୍ ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିକାଲ ଏ ଦିଟା ଟିକେ ମୋର ଟିକେ ଡାଉଟ୍ ଥିଲା।
हां इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स रे कास्ट रोल टा कोन जानि परिचो इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स रे कास्ट रोल टा कोन कास्ट बेस्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गुडा को अछंती तांकर
ଆଜ୍ଞା
डिफरेंट इश्यू गुडा को से माने पेश करूचंती तांकर डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गुडा को फॉर्म करिकरी तो सेमानकर इश्यू गुडा को जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ध्यान देबो जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी फुलफिल करबो से माने ताकू वोट देबे बुझि पारिछो हैं
ଆଜ୍ଞା
एटा कोटा तमे को इश्यू पचारो जो कि
ଏଇଟା ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରାଲ ର
इलेक्टोरल रोल टा एंड नॉन इलेक्टोरल रोल टा
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଯୋଉ ପଲିଟିक्ସ ଟା
इलेक्टोरल
ତାର
टा जने जने पार्टी टिकेट डिमांड कला हैं जने पार्टी टिकेट डिमांड कला भी से देखा जबो को जातिर लोक ताकू पार्टी टिकेट मिले से ठीक भाबरे सेही जातिर बेसी पीपल अछंती कि नाही ताकू ठीक भाबरे वोट मिलबो सेरा देखि के ताकू पार्टी टिकेट दिया जाय यदि कास्ट बेस्ड पीपल माने कास्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गुडा को सेही से माने मेनली सेही कास्ट लोक मान को वोट दे थाती इट इज द रोल ऑफ द कास्ट इन द इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स बट नॉन इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स रे कथा जो तो कहा जाउची जेना कि फॉर एग्जांपल कास्ट बेस्ड ग्रुप गुडा को अछंती तांकर डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम गुडा को अछि जेंति हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम अछि कि नै एजुकेशनल प्रॉब्लम अछि जेंति से रीडिंग रूम भी डिमांड करि पारंती स्कूल एंड कॉलेजेस भी डिमांड करि पारंती धर्मशाला डिमांड करि पारंती तो ए सब हॉस्पिटल डिमांड करि पारंती तो ए सब कास्ट बेस्ड पीपल्स माने तांकर निजर डिमांड गुडा को करि पारंती तो एटा कहूची नॉन इलेक्टोरल रूल खाली पॉलिटिकल ऊपर खाली रोल टा तांकर स्पेसिफिक रहबा बोली कनी नुहे अंडर द नॉन पॉलिटिकल तांकर निजर वेलफेयर पाई से माने जो तांकर डिमांड्स गुडा को पेश करि थांती से माने ताको कहा जाउची रोल ऑफ द कास्ट इन द नॉन इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स
ଆଜ୍ଞା
बुझी गला
ଆଜ୍ଞା ବୁଝିଲି थैंक यू
माने जेमति कि निजर प्रॉब्लम टा जेमति का माने पॉलिटिक्स टा अलगा है ताको निजर बेनिफिट निजर
ଆଜ୍ଞା
वेलफेयर और
हेलो मैडम।
अगर एनी क्वेरी
हेलो मैडम। आज्ञा मैडम
हां कह
कौन कहते कि जमती कि शिक्षा क्षेत्र में हो कि चाकरी क्षेत्र में हो जेकोसी क्षेत्र में भी हो ये जो आमर जातिवाद कराई एससी एसटी ओबीसी जनरल इत्यादि तो से मानकर जो शिक्षागत योग्यता जेतिकी रहा कथा जार ना पास केमती होता एससी हो कि एसटी हो कि जनरल हो गोटे ताकर पास होगापी जेतिकी क्वालिटी दरकार समस्त पाखे सेतिकी हेले जाइकी से उत्तीर्ण होउची उत्तीर्ण होउची
माने
तापरे भी
जॉब जॉब क्षेत्र रे कहू कि पाठ पढ़ा क्षेत्र रे कहू
जॉब क्षेत्र रे विशेष करी कहूची
जॉब जॉब क्षेत्र रिजर्वेशन अछि रिजर्वेशन कहले कोन बुझो रिजर्वेशन कहले माने एससी एसटी मानकर पई किछि तांकर लोयर अछि ना तांकर मार्क्स माने कम आनले भी माने पास करि पारबे
हाँ सेमानक पई कोहळ कराइछि मु मानुछि सेमानक पई किछि जनरल मानक पई जहा रहइबो यांक पई किछि परसेंटेज कम रहइबो तो मो कहया कथा हैला यांक पाखरे भी सेतिकी क्वालिटी अछि कि नै से जॉब संभाळिया पई अछि एससी एसटी मानक पाखरे
सेटा परा हां तम कथा बुझुछि हां हां कह कह
एससी एसटी मानक पाखरे भी सही क्वालिटी अछि तो एमती प्रश्न आसे कि जे कुहंती कि जहार माने जनरल माने बेसी कुहंती कि एससी एसटी मानक अन्य जो माने लोअर कास्ट अछंती सेमानकु कुआ जाय कि तांकर କ୍ୱାଲିଟି ଅନୁସାରେ ମିଳୁନାହିଁ, ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଏଇ କାମଟା ବେଟର ଭାବରେ ହେଇପାରୁନାହିଁ। ଯେକୌଣସି କାମ ହଉ, ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଅଧିକ ମାର୍କ ରଖିଥିବା ବା ଅଧିକ ସେଇ ବିଷୟରେ ଜାଣିଥିବା ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ଆପଏଣ୍ଟ ନ କରିକି ରିଜର୍ଭେସନାଲ କୋଟାରେ ଦେଇକି ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମାନେ ସେଇ ଦାୟିତ୍ୱଟା ସେମାନେ ଠିକ ଭାବରେ ସମ୍ଭାଳି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, ଯାହା ପାଇଁ କି ଦେଶ ତଳକୁ ତଳକୁ ଯାଉଛି। କିନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଥା ବି ଦେଖାଯାଉଛି ଯେ ଯଦି ତା ପାଖରେ ସେତିକି କ୍ୱାଲିଟି ନଥାନ୍ତା ତ ତାକୁ ଆପଏଣ୍ଟ କରାଯାଇ ନଥାନ୍ତା। ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଟା କଣ କି ଖାଲି ଯୋଉମାନେ କମ ରଖିଥିବା ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଅଛି ବୋଲି ସେମାନେ କରିବେ, ନା ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ସେଇ କ୍ୱାଲିଟି ଥାଏ ଯୋଉଟା ଦବା ମାନେ ପାଇବାର ଯୋଗ୍ୟତା ଥାଏ। ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଥା, ମୁଖ୍ୟ ସ୍ରୋତରେ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆଣିବା ପାଇଁ ହେଲେ ସେଇ ଯୋଉ ତାଙ୍କ କୋଟା ବେସିସ ରେ ସେମାନେ ଅତି କମ ମାର୍କ ରଖିଲେ ଯାଇପାରିବେ କି? ସେମିତି ତ ହବନି।
ନାଇଁ,
ମାନେ
ଅତି କମ ମାର୍କ ନାହିଁ, ତାଙ୍କର କିଛି ଅଛି, ତାଙ୍କ ଲିମିଟ ଅଛି। ଅତି କମ ସେମିତି ନାହିଁ ତ କିଛି। ସେଥିରେ ଯେମିତି କି ଶୁଣ, ଯେମିତି କିଏ 55% ରେ ଆଣିଲେ ପାସ୍ କରାଯାଉଛି, ଯେମିତି ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ପରୀକ୍ଷା ଦେଲେ ମାନେ ହାୟର କାଷ୍ଟ ପିପୁଲ ମାନେ ଜେନେରାଲ ରେ 55 ରେ ଯଦି ପାସ୍ ହେଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ପାଇଁ 0.5 ଲେସ୍ କରାଯାଇଥାଏ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
50 ହେଲା ତାର ଅର୍ଥ। ଏମିତି ଅତି କମରେ ଏମିତି କିଛି ହୋଇନଥାଏ। ତାଙ୍କର ତାର ବି କିଛି ଗ୍ରେଡେସନ ଥାଏ ତାଙ୍କର ପାସିଂ କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ କିମ୍ବା ଜବ ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ। ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କର ଏଫିସିଏଣ୍ଟ ନାହିଁ ବୋଲି କହିହବ, ତାଙ୍କର ଏଫିସିଏଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି। ଦ୍ୟାଟ ଇଜ ୱାନ୍ ଅଫ ଦ, ଯେମିତି କି ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଟା କଣ ଏଫର୍ମେଟିଭ ଆକ୍ସନ ପଲିସି। ସେମାନେ ଲୋୟର ସେକ୍ସନ କୁ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି, ତାଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ଆଣିକରି ଗୋଟେ ଉଚ୍ଚ ମାନେ ଟିକେ ହାୟର ଲେଭେଲ ଅଫ ଦ ପିପୁଲ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ମାନେ ସମାନ୍ତରଳ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଆଗରୁ ଯୋଉ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଇନଫେରିୟର ପୋଜିସନ ଦିଆଯାଇଛି, ତାଙ୍କୁ ଏବେ କିଛି ମାତ୍ରାରେ ସୁପିରିୟରିଟି ଦେଲେ ସେମାନେ ହାୟର ସେକ୍ସନ ସହିତ ପିପୁଲ ମାନଙ୍କ ସୋସାଇଟି ପାଇଁ ସହିତ ସମାନ ହେଇକରି ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ଚଳିପାରିବେ, ତାଳମେଳ ଦେଇପାରିବେ। That's why this type of the reservation policy is
କିନ୍ତୁ
implemented.
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ମାନସିକତା ଆସେ ଯେ ଇଏ ମାନେ ଏସଟି କୋଟାରେ ପାଇଗଲା କି ଓବିସି କୋଟାରେ ପାଇଗଲା, ୟାର ସେତିକି ଏବିଲିଟି ନାହିଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ସିଏ ସେତିକିରେ ପାଇଗଲା। ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ମାନସିକତା ଆସେ ଯେ ନା ସିଏ ଆମ ତଳେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମ ପାଖରେ ସେତିକି କ୍ୱାଲିଟି ଅଛି ଯୋଉଟା କି ତା କୋଟା ପାଇଁ ସିଏ ପାଇଲା। ଏଇ ମାନସିକତା ବଢିଆରେ ଚାଲିଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ଯେ ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ସମାଜର ଗୋଟେ ଯୋଉଠି ମୁଖ୍ୟ ସ୍ରୋତରେ ଆସିବେ ବୋଲି ଏଇଟା କରାହେଇଛି। ଏଇ ମାନସିକତା ଟା ଆସୁଛି କଣ ପାଇଁ କି ଏଇ ତାଙ୍କର ସରକାର ଏଇଟା କରିବାର ଅନ୍ୟ କିଛି କାରଣ କଣ ଅଛି କି ନା ଏଇ ମାନସିକତା ବଢେଇବା ପାଇଁ ଅଛି, ନାଇଁ ତ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଅଲଗା କାରଣ
ମାନସିକତା
ଅଛି?
ବଢିଆ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍, ବଢିଆ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍।
ମାନସିକତା ମାନସିକତା ବଢେଇବା ପାଇଁ ନୁହଁ, କେବେ ମାନସିକତା ବଢେଇବା ପାଇଁ ଏମିତିଟା କିଛି ମାନେ
ମ୍ୟାମ୍
ତମର
ଠିକ
ଇସ୍ୟୁ ମୁଁ ବୁଝିପାରିଲି, ତମର କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ତମେ ଠିକରେ କହ।
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଠିକ କଥା ଏଟା। ସେ ଯଦି ଏମିତି ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ କରିବେ
ନା
ତାହେଲେ ତ ସେ
ତମର ଇସ୍ୟୁ, ହଁ କହ।
ହଁ
ଯଦି ଏମିତି
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଏସଟିଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ,
ଯୋଡେ
ତାହେଲେ
କହ।
ଏସଟି ଏମିତି ଏସଟିଙ୍କ ପିଲାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ କରାଗଲେ ତାହେଲେ ତ ଜେନେରାଲ ପିଲା ଭାବିବେ ଯେ ୟାର କ୍ୱାଲିଟି ନଥାଇ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେ ଏତିକି କମ ପରସେଣ୍ଟରେ ପାଇଗଲା। ତାହେଲେ ତ ବଢିଲା, ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ଟା ବଢିଲା ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ରଖିବା ଦ୍ଵାରା।
ନା ନା ସେ କଥା ନୁହେଁ। ହଁ ସେଇଟା ତ ଆମେ ଭାବୁଛେ ସେଇଟା, କିନ୍ତୁ ସରକାରଙ୍କ ମାନସିକତା ଅଲଗା ଥିବ। ତ ମୁଁ ସେଇ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଟା କଣ ଥିବ ଯେ ଯୋଉଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଏମିତି ସାଧାରଣ ଆମେ ସେ ଭିତରକୁ ଯାଇନେ ବୋଲି ଏମିତି ଆମକୁ ଭାବନା ଆସୁଛି। ତ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ତାଙ୍କର ମାନେ କଣ ଏମିତି ଇଣ୍ଟେନସନ ଥିଲା ଯୋଉଥିପାଇଁ ଏଇଟା କରାହେଇଛି, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ତ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ସ୍ରୋତରେ ନବା ପାଇଁ ଏଇଟା କରାହେଇଛି। ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ
ଏଟା
କଥା
ଭୋଟ ଭୋଟ ପାଇଁ, ଏଟା
ଆନ୍ସର
ମତେ
ଆନ୍ସର
ଲାଗୁଛି
ଟିକେ
ଏଟା ଭୋଟ
ଦଉଛ।
ପାଇଁ। ଏ ସବୁ ଭୋଟ ପାଇଁ, ଏ ସବୁ ମାନେ ସରକାର ସବୁ ଏ ସବୁ ଏନ୍ତା ଥିବ।
ନା ଭୋଟ ପାଇଁ ସେମିତି ବି ନାହିଁ ଯେ ସମସ୍ତେ କେବଳ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଭୋଟ ନେତା ମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ବି ତ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଲୋକ ଆପଏଣ୍ଟ ହଉଛନ୍ତି ନା, ଶିକ୍ଷାଗତ ଯୋଗ୍ୟତା ଥାଇକି ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି। ଏମାନେ ସିନା ଖାଲି ନିର୍ବାଚିତ ସଭ୍ୟ ବୋଲି ସେମାନେ ଯାଇକି ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସେଟା ବି ଗୋଟେ କଥା।
ଏମାନେ
କିନ୍ତୁ
ଏଇଟା କରିବା ଦ୍ଵାରା ତ ମାନେ ଆଜି ସମାଜରେ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ମାନେ ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହଉଛି।
ନା
ଭଲ
ନା
ପିଲାଟେ ଜେନେରାଲ ଲୋକ ଥିଲେ ବି ପାଇପାରୁନାହିଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ
ନା ନା
କୋଟାରେ ମାନେ ଅଲଗା ଲୋକ
ସେମିତି
ପାଇଯାଉଛି
ନା
ମାନେ
ନା
ଜବ।
ସେମିତି
ସେଇ
ନୁହେଁ।
ଜବ କୁ
ଆଉ
ଜଣେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଇଏ ଦେଖ କେମିତି ମାନେ ଇଏ କରିଥିଲେ ବି ପ୍ରମୋସନ ଆଗେ ଏସି ଏସଟି କୁ ମିଳିଯାଉଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଜେନେରାଲ ଲୋକ ସେଇଠି ପଡି ରହୁଛି।
ନା ନା ସେମିତି ନୁହେଁ। ସରକାର ଯୋଉଟା ବି ଜଣେ ମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ହଉ କି ଯିଏ ବି ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ, ଜଣେ ରାଜନୈତିକ ଦଳର କୌଣସି ସଭ୍ୟ ଯଦି ବି କୌଣସି ଗୋଟେ ନିୟମ ଆଣୁଛି, ତାକୁ କେତେ ସମୀକ୍ଷା କରାହଉଛି, ତାପରେ କେତେ ଇଏ କରାହଉଛି, ତା ଉପରେ ଡିବେଟ ଅଛି, ତା ଉପରେ ପୁଣି କେତେ କଣ ହେଇକି ତାପରେ ସେଟା ଭୋଟ
କରୁଛି
ହେଇକି
କିଏ?
କରାହଉଛି।
ସେଇମାନେ ତ କୋଟାରେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଉପରକୁ ଇଏ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇମାନେ
ନା
ଇଏ ସବୁ କରୁଛନ୍ତି
ତା
ନା।
ଭିତରୁ ନା ନା
ଥୋଡେ
ତା
ମାନେ
ଭିତରୁ ବି
ଜେନେରାଲ ଲୋକ
ଗୋଟେ
କଥା ଇଏ
ସାମୟିକ
କରୁଛନ୍ତି।
କାରଣ
ପାଇଁ ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଟା ଅଛି, ଜେନେରାଲ ମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ବି ଅଛି, ଏସଟି ଏସସି ଓବିସି ମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ବି ଅଛି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
କାଇଁ
ନା ତାର ନିହିତ ଅର୍ଥ କଣ ଗୋଟେ କିଛି ଥିବ ନା, ଏଇଟା ବଢେଇବା ପାଇଁ ତ ନଥିବ, ମୁଁ ବି ମାନୁଛି। ଯେହେତୁ ଏଇଟା କରିଛନ୍ତି, ହ୍ୟାଲୋ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
Yes.
ହଁ
So
ସେଇ କଥା
that
ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି।
real motive ଟା ଯୋଉଟା ହଉଛି is for that to equalize the backward sections of the society with the upper sections of the society. Okay.
ଆଜ୍ଞା। ଯେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଥା,
Not
ଜାତିବାଦ ଛୁଆଁ ଅଛୁଆଁ ଭେଦଭାବ କି ଦଳିତ ବର୍ଗର ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ଯେମିତି ହୀନ ଦୃଷ୍ଟିରେ ନ ଦେଖିବା ପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ସ୍ରୋତକୁ ଆଣିବେ ମୁଁ ମାନୁଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ କୋଟା ଦେଇକି ଆଣିବାଟା କେତେ ଦୂର ମାନେ ଠିକ, ତା ଭିତରେ କଣ ଏମିତି ନିହିତ ଅଛି ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମ ମାନସିକତା ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରିବନି, ଆମେ ସେଇ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ସ୍ରୋତରେ ସମସ୍ତେ ସମାନ ହେଇକି ରହିବା, ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା ଚାହୁଁଛି ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ।
ମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଜାଣିଛ ଏବେ ହାୟର ସେ ମାନେ କୋଉ କୋଉ ଷ୍ଟେଟ ରେ ଯେମିତି କି ହାୟର ସେକ୍ସନ ଜେନେରାଲ ଭିତରେ ବି କିଛି କିଛି ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଅଣା ଯାଉଛି ସେଥିପାଇଁ, ଯେମିତି
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତମକୁ
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
ମାନେ
ଅଣା
ସେଟା ମାନେ
ଯାଇଛି 10%
କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଟା, ହଁ
ଅଛି।
କାଷ୍ଟ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଟା ଆଉ ସେତେ ମତେ ରିଜିଡ ହେଇକି ଅଛି କି ଆୱାର ସୋସାଇଟି ନା, ଯେମିତି କି ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ
କିଛି
ଭର୍ସେସ
କିଛି
ଆଣ୍ଟି ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ, ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଭର୍ସେସ ଆଣ୍ଟି ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ସାरे different about the violence activity and the different about the agitations are going on in the present time. Still ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଟା ଉଠେଇବା ଏତେ ଶୀଘ୍ର ସମ୍ଭବ ନୁହେଁ। ଓକେ,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସେଇ ସେକ୍ସନ ଶବ୍ଦ ଆମେ ଏଇଟା କହିପାରିବା ନାହିଁ ଯେ ଏବେ ଅଣ୍ଟଚେବଲ ସେକ୍ସନ ଶବ୍ଦ ପିପୁଲ୍ସ ମାନେ ହୁଅନ୍ତି, ଏସସି ଏସଟି ପିପୁଲ ମାନେ କର ଫାଇନାନ୍ସିଆଲ ପଇସାରେ ବହୁତ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଇମ୍ପ୍ରୁଭ କରି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି। ଓକେ,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
କୋଉ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ପାର୍ଟି ସେ ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ ଟା ଉଠେଇବା ପାଇଁ ଉଠେଇବ, ଏବେ ଆମେ ସେଟା ଦେଖୁ ଆମେ ତାର ମାନେ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ସିଚୁଏସନ କୁ, ଦ କଣ୍ଟେମ୍ପୋରାରୀ ପଲିଟିକ୍ସ କୁ ଆମେ ଅନୁଧ୍ୟାନ କରୁ, ଆକୁ ଦେଖାଯାଉ, ଦ ଟାଇମ୍ସ ଆମକୁ କହିବ କୋଉ ସିଚୁଏସନ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଇଜ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
helpful and suitable for the Indian politics. Okay,
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
okay, that's all. Thank you.
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ।
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, guys.
Hi, no satisfied.
Bye.